You drink.
Hello, Kim.
Hey, Melissa, is Melissa there?
You just stepped out.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out when the invitation went out because I think there's something wrong with my account. I've been having some weird things going on.
I've had to refresh a few times to get the invitation to come up.
So I don't know if it just came up or if it had,
Oh,
or
wait. For me, it just did a moment ago.
it did.
Yeah.
You know, it's the reason why I think that there's something wrong with my account and I have somebody checking it is because I had circles and people to disappear out of circles.
It's
That's
the
why,
day. But that.
literally, like Melissa, she disappeared. Um, all of my favorite newscasters, I had them in a circle,
Mm-hmm.
disappeared, all of them.
You know, I gotta say, you're a social media whiz here. I get too busy to pay attention as much as I want to. I'm really still confused as to how the circles work.
Uh-huh.
You know, I try to put someone in my circles, and I'm like, they're not in the circles. They're somewhere else. How does that work? I don't know.
Well, whenever you follow someone, the only way you can follow them is to put them in a circle.
Okay.
So if you go to someone's profile and it doesn't, there's a little circle underneath their name, and it'll have an arrow pointing to the right. The arrow pointing to the left means they're following you. The arrow pointing to the right means you're following them. If
Okay.
you have two arrows there, then both of you are following each other.
I want to say a quick
Hello,
hello
guys.
to
Hello, Michael. Gosh, I haven't seen
Hello.
you in a while.
my favorite
How's it going?
Australian.
I know. I've
I'm
got
sorry.
volume too, which is even better.
I'm sorry I'm coming in here late. I've been running around. We've had some last-minute changes that I have to. I'm a little bit behind the eight ball here, but just to let you guys know, the first topic is going to be, if I can get this computer to boot up. What are the two topics that I have today?
The two topics are school in LA. I think it's the entire school district there.
Okay, yeah, school, and what's the other one?
The police officer.
Oh, yeah, okay. So the police Facebook is the first story that we're doing, and then we're doing the school one after that. Then Kim in the second block. So basically, the first Facebook one that we're going to be doing is talking about this guy. It's his personal page. What do you think about him using it on on his personal page? You know,
It was
it
Vince.
wasn't like it was open to the public, and or not. As a police officer, absolutely not. You should not be doing that.
Just police officer. Yeah, it's
second
like
one-
your
second
personal
one-
page. Yeah.
The second one is the one that they're talking about the school and the lenient. So you know how we've been doing so many stories about schools going the opposite direction, where you do one little thing and boom, hammer down, you're expelled. Kindergartners, for instance.
Yeah.
So this is going the opposite direction. Kempton, did you want to say something?
No, yeah.
Oh.
I was just reflecting, like your own personal page. Well, no, when you're a news anchor, right? So you can't really say, hey, it's purely my personal stuff. Well, you're also
Well,
a
I
news
have
anchor,
I have a
same thing.
personal page, and I have a personal page, and I have a public page.
Mhm.
What I say on my public page is very different than what I say on my private page.
Mhm.
But am I allowed to say what I want to say on my private
But you're
page?
still very conscious of you being a news anchor, right? I mean, I think that fact is still part of you. I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah.
Well, because you're on both.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to start doing racist comment on your
Yeah.
personal page, which you have
Understood,
never
guys.
done.
Tony, we have comments for both. Is that what you're
Yes.
saying?
Mhm.
Okay. Stand. Welcome everyone into the News 4 Forum, the show you don't just watch. Hey, we're asking you to join in. We're talking about hot stories, trending topics, viral videos, and the next generation of the letter to the editor. So let's go ahead and get started. And starting off with a look at what's trending online. Locally, the most read story on mynews4.com is Boca fire burning near Glenshire, Boca Dam. Well, according to Michael Woodbridge with the Tahoe National Forest Service, the Boca fire consumed 84 acres and is now 100% contained. Authorities, though, are still looking into what actually caused the blaze. On CNN.com, the most read story this morning is slaughterhouse staff indicted over meat from cows with cancer. According to CNN, four workers at a California slaughterhouse have been charged with knowingly processing and distributing meat from cancerous cows. 2 former co-owners and 2 employees from the Rancho Feeding Corporation are listed in the indictment. On FoxNews.com, the most read story this morning is 2 arrested, charged, and taped beating of Philadelphia park ranger. According to Fox News, authorities say that 19-year-old Curtis Tanner of Pottstown, Pennsylvania, and an unidentified 17-year-old face charges of aggravated assault, simple assault, reckless endangerment of another person, and making terrorist threats in connection with this beating. And trending on Twitter this morning, the most read hashtag is Ferguson. Once again, this is like it was all through last week as well. Yeah, for the 10th straight night, in fact, chaos erupted in Ferguson, Missouri. Police say that a small minority of agitators are causing the street protests and escalating it to violence. In some cases, though, shootings that officers have happened. They're even throwing bottles and Molotov cocktails. 2 people were shot overnight. Now on to our viewer voice segment, where we ask you, the viewer, to chat with us about some of the trending topics of the day. You can find these topics on our Facebook page about 9 o'clock in the morning, and we would love to have you live on air with us. All you have to do is have a Google Plus account and circle me, Melissa Carlson. Let me know you're interested. Well, a Kansas City Police Department officer faces an internal review after venting on social media about the shooting death of Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri. The officer's posting included a picture supposedly of Brown, but according to local media reports, the picture is actually of an accused killer in Oregon. Boyan Lean has the story.
This picture circulating Facebook has repeatedly been mistaken for Michael Brown, the unarmed teen police shot and killed in Ferguson. But when Sarah Jackson saw a Kansas City police officer post the picture, she spoke out.
Right now, with all the tension going on in Ferguson and the kid being, there's a lot of uncertainty right now, and I feel like the pictures were very demeaning and judgmental, very one-sided.
Officer Mark Catron,
Can you guys hear me?
I'm sure young Michael Brown is innocent and just misunderstood. I'm sure he is a pillar of the Ferguson community. Also found on Officer Catron's Facebook page, this post, quote, "Remember how white people rioted after OJ's acquittal? Me neither."
But I feel like the way he addressed it was very racial.
KCPD's social media policy prohibits employees from posting anything, quote, otherwise biased against any race, any religion, or other protected class of individuals. We tried to talk to Catron at his home, but he didn't come to the door.
Well, these are the people that serve and protect us, and I just feel like, more than one wrong doesn't make a right.
That was Bunyan Lee reporting. A spokesperson for the Kansas City Police Department tells KCTV this is a personal issue, and this is something they're addressing with the officer in particular. But we're asking our Google Plus group, what do you think about this? Hey, he's got a page. He's got his own personal Facebook page. Does he have the right to post and say what he wants to, or absolutely not? He's a pillar of the community, and he needs to think better about what he posts on social media, be it private or out there for the public. That's the question here that's unanswered in this story. Was this guy's page actually under a privacy setting, and this woman just happened to know him? We're not clear about that. But either way, Glenn, should he be posting things like this, in your opinion, being a police officer? Like it or not, like what he said or not?
Well, I'm a loudmouth, opinionated talk show host, but as I interview candidates during election time, I know to keep my opinions to myself. As an anchor woman, you have to put your opinion aside to do your job. So do police officers and school teachers, and you know this when you go into the job.
Kempton, do you agree?
Yeah.
He's human after all, right? He is human. He can have some ideas of what he thinks. Like it or not, you don't have to agree with him. Does he not have the right to think, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and post what I want to post?
Well, he can think about it. He can even talk about it in public. But as in his role as a police officer, he cannot appear to be has a racial preference, and seems to me a very clear bias, and that's not good. That's not right.
Kim, your thoughts?
Well, basically, he's posting on a public website. Whether this person is posting publicly or just to his friends, he's still posting publicly on social media, and he has a public office. It is not good. He should. I'm just saying that it would have been better if he had not said what he did or shared what he did. and I'm not taking sides. It's just that with the public position he has to think about that first in his personal opinion.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. Students at the nation's second largest school district are going to be shielded from prosecution and sent to administrators for low-level offenses. Zoe Rawson of Community Rights Campaign says the students caught fighting or with possession of alcohol or marijuana will receive interventions by a guidance counselor for a school administrator, possibly, if that's who can help them out at that point. While proponents hope that it will prevent students from becoming mired by the criminal justice system. With more than 640,000 students at nearly 1,100 schools, Los Angeles is among the largest school districts whose police have adopted a policy of less punitive discipline. Now, the changes are part of a trend toward eliminating zero tolerance, which we seem to be moving towards more and more these days, and policies that align with reforms issued in January by the Obama administration. Asking our Google Plus group what you think about it. Good idea. If what we've been doing has not been working, why not try something easing up a little bit on what we've been doing? We've been hearing stories about kindergartners, Kempton, who've been kicked out of school because they had a sandwich the shape of a gun. They just happened to eat it that way, etc. And they get in big trouble, and they're out, and that's it. They can't do anything about it. That's enough for the school, and there's no repercussion. Do you agree with this? You think it's time to kind of lighten up and say, hey, let's take a different view of what's going on here?
Yeah, given what they were trying, zero tolerance didn't seem to work for the last years. Backing off and giving student guidance, like help, instead of like the biggest stick that you can throw, and kind of set them on a path of dealing with the criminal justice for the rest of their life. I would much prefer what they're trying.
Michael,
now.
do you agree? Maybe just back off a little bit.
I agree with Kempton to actually try and prevent people from ending up in the criminal justice system. I think that's a really cool idea.
And Tony, what do we have on Facebook?
Paige says, sending our kids through this corrupt world of criminal justice is not the answer to their problems. Props to LA. Abby says, the punishments for kids being bad is slim to none these days, and it's just making the world worse.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We appreciate you coming on. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Of course, you can always post your comments on our Facebook and our Google Plus page. Coming up next, Twitter is more than just hashtags. We're going to talk a little bit about that in your Tech Tuesday with social media coach Kim Beasley. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Have you guys in here? I'm sorry, what? Okay.
How much time do we have, Melissa?
We have 3. So I'm just saying, welcome back. Not sure about Twitter. There, you're not alone. Social media coach Kim Beasley joins with a look at that. And then your questions just as posted. So we're talking about how can you use Twitter for a personal standpoint? No. What are some quick tips about Twitter and why would someone want to use it? How can you use Twitter for your personal standpoint? Why would a business want to integrate Twitter into their social media plan? Hey, can you first of all, can you turn camera 4 to them so they can read it? And can you turn camera 2 real quick so they can see who's here, so the Google Plusers can see?
Ooh, sweet.
You guys want to take a look?
Who's here? Okay, I
and
see.
Guys, we're going to turn around camera 4 for you so that you can read the prompter and see what I'm looking at when I'm reading.
It's really dark.
And all the words that I'm jacking up here. Sorry,
the camera was moving too quick. Camera was moving too quick. Who was it?
Yeah. And if you guys, in the next commercial break, if you're still, are you moving them up to production?
Oh, it's kids,
yeah,
most
I was
likely.
just going to show you. You can't really see it from over there, but what's happening here is a chat room open on Google+. So we have people from Australia, we have Kansas City, we have Wyoming, we have local Reno. We have people from all over U.S. weighing in on the topic. So put the topic out there, see what they think, and it's topics that anybody can chit-chat on. You know, it's something, do you think that's fair or not? You don't have to be here in Reno to know what it is. Then you have them come in and say, I think that's a bunch of crap, or I don't think that's a good idea, or I think it's an amazing idea. Why didn't we do it earlier, kind of thing. So that's what that was, and we do it every day.
Interesting with Twitter, I was getting stuck into an Australian senator about an issue.
Mute, please.
I'm not.
And Welcome back, everybody. Not sure about Twitter? Hey, you are not alone. Social media coach Kim Beasley joins us with a look at the social media giant and what you can really get from it. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Melissa.
Hi. Pulling you back over into the next block as well. All right, what are some quick tips about Twitter and why someone would want to use it in the first place? For a lot of people, it seems overwhelming.
Okay, I know 140 characters to say what you've got to say is short, but guess what? It's a great way to get out quick messages, and you can quickly connect with people. And guess what? It's real quick to set up. Quick, quick, quick.
Sometimes as reporters, we wish that people would talk in 142 characters, make our job a lot easier sometimes. How can you use Twitter for a personal standpoint? That's what a lot of people are doing, just their own personal opinions out there.
Well, it's a great way to connect with other people and build community when you participate in Twitter chats. And believe it or not, a lot of news people are starting to break news on Twitter. And it's a great way to connect with celebs and brands. Just recently, I got to do a hangout with Uzo, I can't say her name right, Uzo Abuda, and she won an Emmy, and I was able to congratulate her, and she responded to me. Woo!
How cool is that? And by the way, let's not forget we had President Obama on the Google Plus Hangout, but that's Google Plus, not Twitter, and that was a while ago. We'll leave that there. So you've got social media for Twitter using for your own personal stuff, but what about integrating it into your business? You say you should be doing that.
Oh, most definitely. As a business owner, I talked about Twitter chats. As a business owner, you can host your own Twitter chats. That means that you have a specific topic and you use a specific hashtag that everyone agrees to use when they're conversing on Twitter about the topic. And then also you can strategically create targeted content for those people you want to reach in your target market. And finally, promoted ads and tweets. That's a great way to reach people on Twitter.
A lot of good information. Kim, thanks so much. How can people get a hold of you if they've got some questions or some comments?
KimBeasley.com.
All right, Kim, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Coming up next, we take a quick look at our forecast with Tim. Hi, Tim.
Good morning to you, Melissa. We still have some flooding issues over on the eastern part of the state, so a flood advisory is still there for eastern White Pine County. Quiet for the rest of us. Forecast next. Hello.
Hello.
Light, so video must be live.
Video's live.
So I'm just going to walk right by here, just a heads up.
Do you guys want to cruise
I think it's totally
as you guys
fine
walk
how
out?
You are.
Cruise back here and take a look at what it looks like from this view? Nobody goes around? Okay, 15,
Okay,
got it.
Thank you. So just don't be surprised. I'm going to walk right in front of you while I'm talking. Don't want to knock anyone over.
No, it's crazy. I just randomly went up there.
This is my life. All of a sudden, I'm like listening to Tim. He's like, yeah, dude. I'm like,
Tim?
what? All of a sudden, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
I do not sound like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It was right next to the lake, too. So I was really small about
It's challenging with 50 people. I'll tell you that.
Does anybody have any questions? Got any questions? Anybody? Anybody?
Questions? So far?
Yes.
So you can hear everything that.
Welcome back, everybody. Meteorologist Tim Studebaker joins us with a look at our forecast for today. Looks like a beautiful day, but some spots may be getting a little bit wild out tonight.
That's right. Yeah, we do have the chance for a few storms out there, mainly into the Sierra and northeastern Nevada. Eastern Nevada is still dealing with some flooding from overnight, too, over into eastern White Pine County. So it's a beautiful day out there for the Truckee Meadows, but that can be deceiving depending on where you are because there is still an issue out there for a few areas. Let's take a look at some of the maps here and see what's going on. So first we'll take a quick peek at a really great photo. This is sent in by our very own Jim Dunnigan. He works here at the station. He's here in the studio with us right now. He happened to catch the Boca fire yesterday on his way on up there. So thank you, Jim, for sending that in to us. You may have heard us refer to him as Jaybird. That's his nickname here in the station. And he does a great job taking some pictures for us. That's a great view. You don't normally see that close a view of the fires. A lot of times we just see the smoke pictures, but not the actual fires. So thank you again, Jim, for sending that in to us. KRNV News 4 on Facebook if you want to go check that out. For your Tuesday headlines, we are looking at a mainly sunny day across the area, just a chance for some isolated storms out there, mostly into the Sierra and then again into northeastern Nevada. The center part of the state, mainly quiet out there for the day today. 81 degrees right now. We have calm winds, 16% humidity, lots of sunshine out there, so definitely get out there and enjoy it while it lasts. We could have a few clouds building in the afternoon. 84 in Dayton right now, 75 instead, 70 for South Lake Tahoe, and 85 right now in Smith Valley. Again, a lot of sunshine out there. We're starting to see a little bit of activity over into the central part of the state, maybe some showers trying to reach the ground. The rest of us pretty quiet right now. The rain has ended for eastern Nevada, though you are still dealing with some flooding issues over into eastern White Pine County. Low pressure system, not a very strong one, a pretty weak low pressure system moving overhead over the next day or so. So a good chance for some afternoon showers and thunderstorms again over the eastern part of the state. The western part mainly staying quiet, but we could have a couple of showers into the Sierra. That low will continue to weaken and move overhead, bringing us just another outside chance for some isolated showers and storms for your day tomorrow. Up around Lake Tahoe, topping out into the 70s, northwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mainly sunny skies, a few clouds building in the afternoon. We could see some isolated showers and storms come from those clouds. 89 in Carson City today, same thing for Silver Springs, and 87 for Smith Valley. Up to the north and east, a better chance for showers and storms today. Ely could get hit again, as well as Eureka and West Wendover, with highs mainly in the 80s out toward that area. Back over toward western Nevada, upper 80s and lower 90s. And again, mainly sunny skies with a few clouds building this afternoon and some isolated showers possible. 90 in Herlong today, 89 in Spanish Springs. Right around the average for this time of year, maybe even a degree or two less, depending on where you are. 90 for the high today in Reno, which is basically spot on for the average. We'll be below average going through the rest of that 7-day forecast. The upper 80s for Reno Sparks. Isolated shower chances continue today and tomorrow. By the way, it is breezy out there today. 10 to 15 mile per hour winds gusting to 30 during the afternoon hours out of the northwest. All right, let's take a look at my weather video of the day. So people in northern India were forced to evacuate today after heavy rains caused a river to overflow. One villager said water had made its way into his village and people had to flee to higher ground. He said the flooding came at night and people quickly threw some of their belongings together and ran to another village. The release of floodwaters from a dam upstream made conditions even worse. The flooding has affected 1,500 villages and has killed at least 28 people, and thousands of people are stranded throughout that area. Back to you, Melissa.
Oh my goodness. All right. Thank you so much for that, Tim. Coming up next, you rant, we respond. Our version of the letter to the editor. When we come back, stay with us. The News 4 Forum. We'll be right back. It was all you, brother. That was your block.
So if you notice, weather's all Atlas. We were trying to offer it. This show, we have a live closed captioner, but for all of our other shows,
okay.
Glenn, I was messing with you. I meant I meant that as a joke. Home Alone, the movie.
Oh, okay. Oh, that Home Alone. No, I didn't catch that reference. Sorry. No, they actually make jokes around here when they leave the office for a while, and I'm here all by myself. We've left them unsupervised.
Oh, Michael, she hasn't shared the videos on G+. I don't think. That's why I was saying.
I'll put it on there. I'll put it on there.
I just don't use it. I'm not going to, so.
Bye, you guys. Yeah,
that's the only reason why we know, because she was yesterday. Hold on.
Come on in. I can find them. Bye, you guys. Thanks for coming in.
Is it over? Oh,
yep.
You're talking to the kids. Were those teenagers or kids?
They're kids to us.
I think.
everybody's kids to us, right?
Shoot, speak for yourself. They're my peers.
Oh, she's a sale.
No, I'm an old fart.
You're just my little sister, that's all.
Oh my goodness. I tell you. Nothing like
Here's
making
one
you
I
feel
like.
old. Oh, is that the that's the link, yeah.
That's the one, Bill talking. And then let me see if I can get this other one.
Welcome back, Reno. Time for our next generation of a letter to the editor. Send us your tweets, your Facebook posts, voicemails, and emails with your opinions or topics that you'd like to see us address. Michelle writes in on Facebook with a rant. I wish it was Friday. Michelle, you are not alone. Lori writes in. She says, I hate being sick and missing work. There's too many diseases in the world, and they're getting out of control. David writes in and he says, Secretary of VA in town. So true, and we're going to have more on his visit coming up for you today on News 4 at noon and in our later shows. All right, here is how you can sound off. You can tweet us at News 4 Forum. Tweet me at News 4 Melissa. We're also on Facebook and Google+. Email us at forum@mynews4.com or give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. That number, 775-336-MANY, M-A-N-Y. Turning now to your tech news. Microsoft may change the name of Internet Explorer. The issue was raised last week during an Ask Me Anything chat on Reddit. Microsoft team members responded that renaming Internet Explorer, it has been discussed internally, and they say they often talk about ways to separate themselves from negative perceptions that no longer reflect their product today, they say. Well, smartphone makers are going to even greater lengths to get us upgrade, I should say. Japan's SoftBank unveiled a phone that nearly does away with the frame of it all. The Aquos Crystal has the thinnest frame of any phone on the market. It's SoftBank's first phone to hit the shelves in the U.S. and Japan at the same time, and this comes after SoftBank acquired U.S. cell provider Sprint last year. Cannot wait to see that one. Get my hands on it, actually. Well, Sprint Mobile is expected to announce new, cheaper phone prices plans this week, they say. According to published reports, the third largest wireless company in the U.S. is preparing to roll out new price plans that could offer much cheaper prices, much bigger allotments of wireless data, or both. According to the Wall Street Journal, Sprint has been testing a plan that offers unlimited talk, text, and data for $50 a month. That's $30 less than a similar plan from T-Mobile, and it's something market leader Verizon Communications and AT&T don't offer. Well, most people are familiar with the meow of the cat, but this one sounds a little different. It's coming up on your viral video. Stay with us.
Okay, Melissa, say that again about Internet Explorer. I'm sorry, I've muted.
Yeah, I want to hear everything about Internet Explorer because it's the only program you don't use.
I'm sorry, I was laughing so hard I didn't even hear the whole story.
They want to rename it.
Like this, don't
They
make
need
it
to
different.
rethink it. It's the only one that won't.
Who do you think's behind that? A marketing firm?
Oh, wow. The only reason you load Internet Explorer
The purpose
is to
of
load
Internet
Chrome.
Explorer is to load Google Chrome, and that's it.
That's it. It's the only reason.
To get Google Chrome.
It's the only reason you use it. When you start a computer up and boot it for the first time, load up Internet Explorer, get all the settings and the drivers, and then load Chrome, and then put it in the bin.
Thank you.
That's it.
Oh my goodness, they think renaming it. Oh gosh, I was talking to a company that provides software for me to my clients, and they were asking me what software I needed because they were trying to sell me on software. I said, well, I use Google products. And he was like, what do you mean? I said, I don't have Microsoft products on my computer. He was like, okay, you got to explain that one to me.
You're like, I know what I'm doing, trust me.
I said, everything's in the cloud. He said, you're 100% in the cloud. I said, yep. I can reach all of my information
In Reno.
via any
A
device.
ride from the airport.
If you were on my personal Facebook page, by the way, you have seen the posting.
Which one?
Okay.
That's great.
What is well? What is well over a minute? A minute 5? So that's over a minute 30. Is that what we're talking about?
Whoa!
Over 90 seconds.
Let's just
Well, it's
say
what?
it's over 2 minutes.
I'm gonna. 15. Can't do it now.
Welcome back, everybody. Now in our viral video segment of the show, some cats make unusual noises. That's just the way cats can be. But this one meow sounds extremely strange. Take a listen to this. What the heck is wrong with this cat? Wouldn't you think you need to take the cat to the vet, maybe? Maybe that's a good idea. This is a YouTube video that was originally posted by Brooklyn Stray. Shows this little kitten yelling at something. What about? Not entirely sure. Of course, I don't speak cat. But it makes for a really cute video. No. Favorite part is there's a part where she says, don't hesitate. She's like having a conversation with this cat. Oh. What is that noise? Anyways, funny, cute. I guess if you like cats, you can find it on our Facebook page if you would like to repost. I have to say it's on a bit of annoying now that I've had it in my ear for a few seconds.
Yeah.
Like cats.
Funny for a second, then that's about it.
It's always strange when you think about what makes a video viral.
Right.
People just click on these things, and people love cats. It's a cat thing, I guess.
It is. It's a cat thing. I love cats, and I think that this is hilarious. But you're right. After about 10 seconds, it's like, okay.
Yeah, I've had enough
That's
of it.
enough.
All
So I
right.
bet the first 10 seconds of the video gets a lot of play, and then they click out after that.
Yeah, so go ahead and kill the audio on that one. Thank you, thank you, Brian. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our forecast for today. Could be a little bit of a mix-up depending on where you live later this afternoon.
That's right. Yeah, just a slight chance for some isolated showers, especially in the Sierra and northeastern Nevada as well. They could hold together into western parts of the state. Breezy out there, too. 10 to 15, gusting to 30 out of the northwest.
All right, sounds good. Tim, thank you so much. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back here on News 4 at noon. Well, that was weird.
Yeah. And I just think
It was weird.
Here's what happened. We came in from what, about 15 minutes before the block, found out that we had what we should normally have there doubled in time. And we didn't know. Now we have, so we had to tap dance for that time. But when we're told right before, it can become uncomfortable because you really don't know what to say about that video. It wasn't, you know. Yeah.
So were you short or over?
Short. That should have been about a
90
minute. We
seconds.
had 90, so a minute 30. So it's an extra 30.
Ouch.
And you think, oh, you know, it's not too bad. But
That's
sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes it just does not work.
But you had a full crew of visitors today, and that takes time.
Yeah, no, but their timing doesn't have anything to do with our
Production time, yeah, I get that,
Yeah.
but it does have a bearing on it, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's just kind of we're also dealing with the new show, and I think that kind of a lot today. So I think everybody's kind of off their, you know, we're just off your timing.
So what's the detail on the new show, please?
So yes, we're starting up a new morning show from 7 to 9 with me, Bill, and Sam, and it's going to be a.
So is it you and Bill bantering off?
Yep, me, Bill, and Sam.
So like giving him a hard time and he giving you a hard time back and all the rest of it?
Yep, it's news, but more like lifestyle, more local music, local deals, local events that are going on, stuff like that. So it starts next week. It's on Fox, so we're also Fox 11, like Maria's Fox 11, so are we. So Fox 11 from 7 to 9 next week. And we're going to integrate Google at some point. We just don't know where or how. But if anybody's around at those hours in the morning, I'll open up a Hangout and just let it sit and see who comes in, and maybe we'll figure something out.
I'm awake at that time.
Okay. I will open up a Hangout. I can't guarantee, I think for the first week or so, or I'm not sure how long it'll be. There's still a lot of things up in the air, but I think what I'm just going to do is open it up and let it sit so you guys get a background view, and trust me, to say that it's going to be is
just to watch you would be good. Just to watch.
So you've got your planning done for this?
What's that, hon? What's that, Michael?
Is the planning all done so it's down pat, so your timing and all the rest? Because the new show takes a lot of effort. I remember doing that with Sarah.
Yeah, but no matter how much you practice, when you do your first couple of shows, it's always a mess.
Glenn, are you talking from experience?
Yes. It never goes smoothly the first couple of times. It just doesn't.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about you, Home Alone, and the movie Home Alone. I mean, you in the office alone. Oh, I can just think of all the things that you're going to get up to.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm already starting to explore closets that I'm not allowed to open.
Uh-oh.
Gotta take off, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you, Antonia.
Ciao.
So, that's what we're doing. We're going to have some run-throughs tomorrow, so we'll take a look.
We can watch it live, can't we?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Gosh.
So you're going to push this out to YouTube as well? You're on the YouTube live stream or not?
Well, the Hangout is going to be up and live. I may not do it Monday just because there's going to be so much going on. But as soon as I get a good bearing about what's going on, I'm going to start the Hangout and just let it ride. I'm just going to let it sit open for the 2 hours that we're doing the show. I'm just going to let it go. The cameras won't be positioned, and it will be different looking, but still, it'll be a background view of what's going on. And then once we exactly figure out how we're going to integrate Google+, then we'll bring it in. But it sounds like it's going to be a lot more of like the talker topics that we've done in the forum, and just pull them over to Fox, I think.
Yeah, there's some Fox affiliates that have a lot of fun with their presenters, so there's no reason why we can't get around and get a different view.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're hoping that's it. We're hoping that's what we're going to do.
All right. Put stuff together for me, so good to see you again.
Bye, Glenn. All right, I'm upstairs to go help. Bye, Michael. Bye, Kim. Thanks for coming in, you guys. Headed upstairs.
Okay. Hey, if you need me for anything, I'm here, whether it's in front or behind.
I appreciate it, hon. Yes. Yeah.
If you just need me to come in and police things while you don't have to worry about it, just let me know.
I appreciate it, Kim. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, hon. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.